Hey guys, welcome back to Baddie and a Book. My name is Gabby and it's been a little while. It has been a little while. But since Thanksgiving has passed and we took a little bit of time off, but now we're back. But since Thanksgiving has passed, I thought it was the perfect time and the most appropriate time to mention all of the books that I have picked up over the last couple of months, specifically for Christmas vibes, Christmas/wintry vibes, because there are a select few in this haul that aren't exactly Christmas books, but they take place in the cozy wintry vibes, or like they're in December or what have you. So yeah, I wanted to show all these books. I did not pick up all of these books at the same time. These are collectively over the last couple of months. I've been thrifting some, I've been buying some online, buying some through Walmart whenever I get a chance to pick them up. Now the other thing too is that I picked up a lot of books. I don't actually anticipate on reading all of these books this season, and I may even have like a random ass day in the middle of a completely different season where I want to read a Christmas book or two. But I did a quick pick up quite a few. It's very unrealistic for me to think that I'm going to read all of these this season. I just wanted to have a Christmas book collection per se and continue to grow my Christmas book collections, just to have them not just to read but also for decorations too, because I would like to ideally have, when the Christmas season rolls around, a specified area where I can display all of these books in a festive way on a bookshelf or somewhere in my home. So not going to read all of them now, but I would like to pick up at least a couple of them for the festive holiday season, for the Christmas holiday season of 2022. So the first book that I picked up is called The Christmas Shopaholic by Sophie Kinsella. Now there is another haul that's going to be coming out here in the next week or so, where I did pick up a couple of other Sophie Kinsella books, specifically in the Shopaholic series. And I've learned that there are multiple books in the series. I think there's like a total of like 9 or something like that. And I'm pretty sure that you have to read these in order. I don't think that you can read these out of order. I have to still look and confirm, just because I haven't had time to sit down and actually like look at it, but I did glimpse at it on a Google search, and it did show that they had a specific order of all the books. And so I did not read the synopsis of this book, but I thought I would go ahead and pick it up. I'm really excited to pick this one up eventually and to read this entire series. Next book that I picked up is called The Santa Suit by Mary Kay Andrews. I've seen this one pop up here and there on Booktube, and first and foremost, this book is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. For some reason, the other Mary Kay Andrews books that I have are thickies, like they thick. But I think naturally Christmas novels are naturally a lot shorter. Most of the books that I've been able to see in the Christmas theme are either under 300 pages or novellas. So I was very intrigued that this one was so short. I might end up picking this one up here in the near future, just because it is so short, and it also has a very interesting premise. So this one is actually giving mystery vibes, small town mystery vibes. The main character, she like either inherits or purchases or somehow gets a property, a farmhouse, and the previous owners of this farmhouse, they leave all of their personal belongings, they leave their furniture, their personal belongings, all of that in the house. So she has to go in and clear out the house, and as she's clearing out the house, she comes across the Santa suit that's in a closet, in one of the closets in the house. And in the Santa suit pocket, there is a note from a young girl whose wish from Santa was for that her father to come home from the war, and it unlocks this curiosity within her, and she decides to investigate and kind of take matters into her own hands and see who this girl is, if the dad ever came home from the war, and all of that. So I'm really intrigued about this particular story. Mary Kay Andrews is an author that is kind of not talked about very much. She's talked about here and there, but nothing to the extent of like a Colleen Hoover book or a Talia Hibbert book or a Taylor Jenkins Reid book. So I'm really excited to pick this one up, have this in my Christmas collection, and then also have it in my Mary Kay Andrews collection as well. Now the next book that I picked up is called So This Is Christmas by Tracy Andreen. Now this one, it's it's giving standard Christmas novel. There's a problem, and then there's a Christmas miracle is what it's giving. The one thing that made this one stand out to me more than a standard Christmas novel was in the synopsis it mentioned that the boyfriend or the former boyfriend of the main character and her best friend have some secrets amongst other secrets within the other characters in the books, but that secret in particular, there's some kind of secrecy or messy ass shit going on with the ex-boyfriend and the best friend. So I was like, I'll pick it up. Now, the next couple of books I picked up from my local Goodwill, and let me tell you, I got a fucking steal from picking these up from my Goodwill. Either they were getting ready to start to put out all of their Christmas books. I don't know if Goodwill has a seasonal thing where they keep all of their Christmas books and items in the back stored somewhere, and then they only bring them out for like the particular season. Specifically with books as well, I know that they do that for, you know, other items in the store. I'm sure that they do it for like Christmas decorations and shit like that, Halloween decorations. But in this case, I got these in like, I want to say it was like August or September. Like it was a really random ass month, and I kid you not, I saw a bunch of these books just sitting there, and I was like, I have to get them. Not to mention they weren't in the Amazon bestseller or Amazon favorites section, so they were only $3 for these, and all of these are hardbacks, which period. So these are the books here. And the first author that I ended up picking up, I've never heard of this author before, so I was happy to be able to pick up multiples by this author, and it's Miss Cheryl Woods. Now, the one thing that I really liked about these and what made these different, I didn't read each individual synopsis in this case because they were so cheap, and I was like, I mean, they're $3, they're Christmas novels, and even if I don't necessarily like the books, I want to be able to create a bookshelf that I can use as decor with a bunch of Christmas books. So these will be fine as placeholders for right now, and then hopefully eventually I'll be able to replace all of my Christmas novels with books that I actually enjoy, if in the event I don't like them. But I am still very intrigued by all of these. So on each individual book, it says a Chesapeake Shores novel. So I'm thinking that all of these books either are companion novels or they take place within the same world all together, and they all take place on the beach. So I thought that was very interesting because it does give me the opportunity to read them not only in the Christmas season, but if I ever feel the want to read this in like the summertime when it does get a little bit warmer, it's still low-key kind of appropriate because I'm over here dropping my books. I don't have any other Christmas books that take place on the beach, so I thought that would be very interesting. And then the next two books that I picked up, we have Christmas in Mustang Creek by Linda Miller. Now this one is giving small town romance, and then this one is called The Snow Angel by Glenn Beck. I have no idea what this book is about. I just thought that the cover was so damn pretty. It has the deckled edges as well. A lot of people I'm finding don't like deckled edges anymore. Like it's almost like they're not in trend anymore, which I didn't even know was a thing with books. But I'm really excited to pick this one up as well. The next books that I picked up are these mass market paperback books. They are the new version of the mass market paperbacks. I'm not even sure if these are considered, but they're relatively the same size. I picked up one book from Goodwill, and this one is called One More for Christmas by Sarah Morgan. This one I picked up from a local Goodwill, and this is actually the second book that I have by Miss Sarah Morgan. The other one that I have was mentioned in a previous haul, and it's not actually any type of like festive-y book. It's just a regular, I believe it was a friendship book. Yeah, it's a book about friendship. So this one actually follows two daughters and their mother. They haven't seen each other in over 5 years. It seems like the mother has chosen her career over her relationship with her daughters, and we're following them on this holiday break or this holiday season to rekindle their relationship. So I thought that would be a very interesting story, and the cover is giving very standard Christmas vibes, so I thought that was very cute. The next book that I picked up was from Walmart. Actually, the next couple of ones were from Walmart, and this one is called Just in Time for Christmas by Carolyn Brown. I'm not really 100% sure what this one is about. I know that this one has some romance in it. This one, it was really just a cover buy because of the cover being standard Christmas vibes. I thought that this one would be a perfect book to add to my Christmas collection, and in my opinion, you can't really go wrong with a Christmas novel. And then we have Happily This Christmas by Susan Mallory. This one I've actually seen everywhere, specifically in Target and Walmart. I tend to go to the book section every single time I go into Target or Walmart. So I see this one all the time, so I thought that I would go ahead and pick this one up. And then the last one from this section is Santa's Sweetheart by Janet Daly. This one is giving small town romance. It's also giving single dad, single parent, because both characters, one's a single mom, one's a single dad. And I don't have anything in my book collection just yet for the Christmas books that I have that trope. So I thought that would be very interesting. And this one is also a very short book as well. The shorter books in this book collection are probably going to be the ones that I get to sooner rather than later, because the quicker reads, they just give me more motivation to finish them. The next books that I picked up are all mentioned some way somehow on Booktube, and so I went to Pango Books, I went to Second Sale and Thrift Books to pick up this book. The first one that I picked up is called Royal Holiday by Jasmine Guillory. This one necessarily isn't as talked about, but Jasmine Guillory is all over Booktube, so I thought I would go ahead and pick this one up. This one is a little bit more pre-loved, but I did get it used, so I'm not too mad about that. And then I ended up picking up One Day in December by Josie Silver. Now this book is not necessarily a Christmas book, but it is a cozy wintry book. So I thought that it was appropriate to add it in this collection and also keep it displayed with the rest of my Christmas books as well. And then the last book in this little section here is called In a Holidays by Miss Christina Lauren. This one is all over Booktube. It's not necessarily on the level of It Ends With Us. I was about to say It Ends With Us. This one is not really on the level as Love in Other Words. It's still up there. It is still, because that book is so popular, this book is a common pickup for holiday reads. But I have heard mixed reviews about this book, so I'm excited to pick this one up for myself to see if I like it or if it resonates with me more than others. Next book that I picked up was from my local Goodwill. This one is called Shakespeare's Christmas by Charlene Harris. This one is giving small town. It is also a very short one as well, and it's giving southern vibes. It's a southern town, a small southern town, so I thought I would go ahead and pick this one up. I didn't look that much more into it other than that, and the book was in really, really good condition, so even if I don't like it, it'll still look good on my shelf, and I only spent like $1 or $2 on it. Then the next book that I picked up, I actually picked up from my local Dollar Tree, and this one is a classic because this one has so many additions of this particular book. I had the teen version of this book when I was younger, and so when I saw this in the dollar store, I had to go pick it up, especially because it was only $1, and that is Chicken Soup for the Soul by it looks like it's Jack Canfield, Mark Victor Hansen, and Amy Newmark, and it's called The Gift of Christmas. So it has a bunch of holiday short stories in this book, which I love. If I'm wanting to read a book but not wanting to read a full-on like 300-page book, there are stories in here that are only a couple of pages long. So I could make it a thing where I read a little bit every day, and I'm reading a couple of pages every day, and I read one story a day. So I thought that would be super cozy, and especially for the Christmas time. And I could even, if I'm feeling a little festive throughout the year and I don't want to read a full-on Christmas book, if I want to save my Christmas books for the Christmas season, then I had this as an alternative. Now the next books that I picked up are all from Book Outlet. If you watched my previous Book Outlet haul, you'll know that I had mentioned these books in that haul. I had unboxed them in that haul, but I didn't actually mention them because I wanted to save them for this haul. So I'm really excited to show and finally show what these books are. The first one that I picked up is called All I Want for Christmas by Wendy Logia. This one follows a character by the name of Bailey. It seems like she is interested in one of the characters, or a character that is from British. She's got a little British accent and all of that. He's very mysterious, you know the vibes. But it seems like there is a possibility for her to fall in love with this other character by the name of James. Jacob, not James. Jacob. And he is like the complete opposite. So he is giving fuckboy vibes. He is giving player vibes. He is giving doesn't know how to treat a woman. And he has questionable taste in girlfriends. So it's a very short story. It's giving maybe turning a slightly bad guy good or a slightly bad boy good type of vibe. So I'm really excited to pick this one up. And the cover is so damn cute. So damn cute. The next one that I picked up, I actually saw this one in Barnes & Noble first, and then I saw it on Book Outlet, and I was like, you know what, this must be a sign, let me go ahead and pick it up. Fuck it, why not? So this one is called A Princess for Christmas by Jenny Holiday. The cover is so damn cute, and then honestly, The only reason why I picked this one up is because one of the characters' name is Gabby. So I thought that must be a side. Such a bad way to shop, but you know how that goes. The next two are romances, and this one is called 8 Perfect Hours by Leah Lewis, and then A Magical New York Christmas by Anita Hughes. I've seen both of these two around, this one more than this one, and so I thought I would go ahead and pick those ones up. Book Outlet was having a really good sale. A lot of these Christmas books, because I bought them so early, a lot of them were only like $2 or $3, so I saved a lot of money by buying these through Book Outlet. And then the next book that I picked up, this one isn't really a Christmas book, but it takes place in the wintertime, so it's giving that cozy, wintry vibes. So this could be a potential pickup even after the holiday season has passed this Christmas. I could pick it up in January through March-ish, potentially. This one is called A Season for Second Chances by Jenny Bayless. Jenny Bayless is all over BookTube when it comes to Christmas books. I've seen her Christmas books be mentioned, so I thought that this would be a good place to start with her, and then if I do end up liking this book, I'll end up picking up a few of her other books as well. The 12 Dates of Christmas is one of her more popular ones, so maybe if I like this one or if I see the other one on sale, I'll go ahead and pick that one up as well. The last book that I picked up from Book Outlet, now this one was one that was mentioned. It was a book of the month pick. It's also been mentioned quite a bit. It's got mixed reviews, so it doesn't have the best of the best reviews, but a lot of people have spoken on this book, and it is called The Holiday Swap by Maggie Knox. I don't know a whole lot about this book other than the fact that it is a romance, and that the main characters are twins, and I believe they like switch places of some sort, maybe, potentially, but Book Outlet had this online, and so I was like, you know what, it's a BookTok favorite. It's probably not going to be very easily found anywhere else for this price, so I thought I would go ahead and pick this one up. So that concludes the book haul for all of my Christmas books that I picked up. If I pick up any more, I will let you guys know, but those are all the ones that I have picked up so far. If you like this video, please like, comment down below, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.